started real estate, in 96. See, selling is not a big issue. It is the limited number of projects what you do and how fast, you give the delivery. Now is the time. We should do something. So where only 9,000 apartments are there. So I said, what? I want to make something which is very different. Neither a hotel, neither a residential.
What would you think in your mind?
Always my dream was, to buy the biggest penthouse here in Royal Atlantic. I'm an economics student. So I just know one thing, supply and demand. So that development is pretty simple, but it's not. The person who has done development in India,
Yes.
for them, UAE is a boon. Capital appreciation in last 3 years is almost 250% what people have got, which was costing 6 million that time in fairways. Today the value is 25 to 30 million, 20 to 24%. This is the minimum rentals what you can afford because
Sat Sri Akal, Namaste, Assalamu Alaikum. Welcome back to another episode of Punjabi Sharks with me and a very special guest today, a good friend of mine and a brother that I look up to, Mr. Rahul Gupta ji, who is the promoter and owner of the development company called Aark Developers. Rahul ji, welcome to Punjabi Sharks. How are you doing?
Thank you so much, Jai. And hello, everybody. And it's a pleasure, always to talk to Jai. So we talk like whenever we're on the phone or something, we talk so much, but it's so much different now, just to sit on this and face the camera and, talk to Jai. But it's always lovely, Jai, to have you over and talk to you.
Thank you, sir. Likewise. And today, see, we're good friends, but I don't think we know much about each other, right? But today is just the focus will be on you. The spotlight is on you. We want to know, and I want to know more about your background, where you're from, how did you come to Dubai, what you think of Dubai, and a few other things regarding your developments that are very, very exciting, guys. So if it's okay with you, why don't we talk about your early, let's say, childhood and your family. Can you tell us a little bit about where you're from in India?
Sure. So basically, I'm from Bombay, born and brought up in Bombay. And it's almost been half a decade, so I've just reached 50 now. So I think, but I've been traveling to Dubai like from 2007, Okay. So I've seen actually Dubai grow.
Okay.
And when the first time I came with my friends, I thought, well, this is the city to do business. And in 2007, there were hardly any buildings. When I first went to Marina, you will not believe, there was nothing there. It was like, we went in the night and it was construction and all. We were thinking, like how and when will this all complete? But the next year when I came here, I saw that, oh my God, the construction is finished. And that's, what Dubai is. And that was a time, when I thought, oh, this is the place where we have to do business and should stay here with family. And I think now we are in 24, and I think I was right.
Yeah, definitely.
So the journey is long, but yeah, it's been ups and downs, definitely.
Yes.
But I think what I would like to tell everybody is this is the right decision, what I made in 2008. And I think this is the right place where everybody should move with the children.
Yes.
And, the family, because this gives a lifestyle and a family life for everyone, everybody.
I see. Very good. So you're from Bombay, which is an exciting city, of course. Bollywood is their business. It's the business capital of India, right? So I'm sure you learned a lot growing up about business. Was your family in business, or how did it start for you in your early childhood?
That's a very good question, Jay, because my family, my father, he was an industrialist,
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. So it was very hard for him to digest that, I'm into real estate. So, in India, we are a Marwadi family. So because of the family disputes and everything, so, the industries were shut.
Yes.
And I started real estate, in 96.
Okay.
So I started as a real estate agent.
Okay.
And that time I remember I used to have a fight with my father that you are such a big industry son and you are into real estate. But I just told him, Dad, everything is done. So the best thing in Mumbai that time was real estate, and still today.
Yeah.
So, Bombay is a capital, as you said, but it's the most growing city in India, and especially in real estate. So it's been a long journey. So, so we started off by buying and selling for clients. Then slowly as we made the thing, we became investors. And then obviously, then we got a chance in UAE. And then we thought, why do we invest when we have all the talent and, we know everything about development in India. And I think the person who has done development in India, he can do it anywhere in the world.
Yes.
So, and then we started our own development.
Oh, very nice.
So we started off with trading first in Dubai. So we used to buy and sell land. And then the same thing happened, we thought that, that why don't we start developing? So this started off, from 2019, because I have been coming to Dubai like 6 months of the year for last 12 years. I've been staying alone without my family.
Yeah.
So, I thank my family and my wife especially for that cooperation.
Yeah.
And then we started off, in 2019, we thought of let's start our own development. And we took the first project in Arjan. So we made a first building called Gardenia Livings, which we just handed over.
Okay.
And then just last year, I thought, that now I'm done with partners. Let me have our own brand, because when I'm moving in with my family, my whole family is shifting. So, I need my own brand now. So then I made the company called Aark Developers.
Okay.
And we bought 2 plots in Dubai land. And fortunately, one project we took in Marjan Island, Ras Al Khaimah.
Oh, very nice. Yes.
Which was just, at the growing stage in last year. And so now we have 3 projects in the Aark.
Amazing.
And hopefully, many more to go. But
very good.
I guess it's been a long journey.
It has.
Right now we feel comfortable. Yes, right now we're in the right path.
Very good, very good. That's a great thing. I meet a lot of developers, as you know, and I see that most of them, they are here to make money only, right? They're very commercially driven, but they're not thinking of a bigger vision, right? So I want to hear from you, your vision for Aark Developers.
So, Jay, because as I rightly told you that I've been, this journey is long from 1996. I started as a real estate agent. So, in India, also a lot of things happen like delay construction. And, the poor people, they put their everything, all their money in this thing. And developers do not perform. So when I made my own brand, and I said, now there's no restriction on me. My first target was when I started Aark Residences in Dubai land, that I want to be the fastest developer. So I just said one thing, that till the time we don't deliver, see, selling is not a big issue, right? In Dubai, it's so many real estate companies and all the buyers from international. I said, boss, if you need to become big, it is not the number of projects what you do. It is the limited number of projects what you do and how fast, you give the delivery so that the end users, they are satisfied. And secondly, what we believe in myself is I go to my sites myself. I maintain with my engineers the quality myself. We want to be the best, the fastest developers with the best quality as much as we can achieve. But so we started the first project under Aark in last year, March in Dubai land. It was a basement, ground and 10-story structure. And touchwood, we all before time, and in December or maximum January 2025, we will be getting the building completion. So I'm happy at this stage, whatever we dreamt in Aark, the last 12 years, 15 months has been tough, but yes, we've achieved. And then last year in July, so, I was looking into a plot in Marjan because I knew, the wind is coming in Marjan. So obviously I knew that this is going to be the next place. So it was my dream, because I know Ras Al Khaimah. I've been going. So every year my wife, whenever she comes to Dubai, so I always take her to Ras Al Khaimah. She's so fed up with Ras Al Khaimah that 2 years back she said, boss, I'm not going to Ras Al Khaimah now. But I said, no, there's no other place better than, because you get the peace there. Right. So last 15 years I've been, going to Ras Al Khaimah. So I know Ras Al Khaimah, the Marjan Island, on my fingertip. So when I heard about that the wind gaming resort has come, I said, now is the time. We should do something with there. And then when I surveyed the whole thing, it was such a small island, because we've been seeing the island grow. So where only 9,000 apartments are there. So we went with a small budget. So February is basically my anniversary. So last year we went to stay at Marjan Island, move and pick. I said, let me go and see the development which is happening. And is it really going to come, and the development is going to happen. And the best part is, in the night after the dinner, we just said, okay, let's go and have a walk. And just ahead of Move and Pick, we were just walking, and suddenly I saw this huge plot, which was like a never-ending plot. So I said, whose plot is this? So the next day in the morning, I got out, and whenever I buy a plot, I only see the location. Because, location is one thing which is immovable. So whatever you make, wherever you make. So if you see my first project, Gardenia Livings, that also had a two-side road and a two-side one of the biggest community park in Arjam.
Yeah.
So that's what I always look for, the best location plot. And then you have to create your own design. So I said, in the morning, I said, boss, we have to take this plot. It looks like a big plot. So when I inquired, it was a huge plot. So I said, and we didn't have such a big budget. And when I inquired, that seller was not selling. So it was on a resale. So I said, okay, it's a challenge now, but we need to get this plot. Through our friendship and, our resources, thankfully we took this plot. And I think, we are making today one of the finest there called Sora Beach Residences.
Yeah.
So last year, July, we managed to purchase the plot. And then it was my dream, like every kid dreams. About this is going to be the casino place. So all the billionaires are going to come. So, let's make a hotel and a branded hotel and a residential.
Right.
So I negotiated in 3 months with all the brands. You name the brand and we've negotiated.
Right.
But then I thought only one thing, because if we have to deliver, going with a big brand will take me a long time, like 4 or 5 years, because the decisions, it keeps on going. So I said, what, I want to make something which is very different. Neither a hotel, neither a residential. I said, well, see, when we, plan to go to a gaming resort place like Vegas or Macau, to a casino place, we all, boys, want to go alone. So I said, well, I want to make it in such a way that it becomes a lifestyle resort where no men will say that I want to go alone. I said, I want to make it a resort style where they will come with their family, the wife and the children. They are 4 days, 5 days, they stay there and they don't need to go out. I'll give so many amenities here. And even if you see the plot, so location-wise as well as the dimensional-wise. So we have 1,000 feet beach along with the plot. And from the roadside, it is almost 1,130 feet frontage.
Wow.
So, when I go to Royal Atlantis, I've been seeing Royal Atlantis grow. Always my dream was, to buy the biggest penthouse here in Royal Atlantis.
Okay.
And hopefully, we are trying. Let's see how it goes. But what my dream is now, that took the plot, we made one of the finest design to make it the Royal Atlantis of Marjan Island.
Okay.
So this is because if you have to go to the casino, you have to pass by me.
Yes.
So when we have such a big location, then why So then what we did was, I said, boss, let's do something different.
Okay.
I said, why go with a branded hotel or something?
Yeah.
So we said, let's go with a branded architect who gives us one of the finest design which any island can think about. And only one of the most perfectionists in the world, the architects are Japanese.
Yes, of course.
So we approached Nikin Seki through some of our friends, and when they saw the plot, they also wanted to do something good. So thankfully, and I thank Mr. Fadi, the CEO of Nikin Seki, to have collaborated with us for this project. So the first thing when we collaborated with them, he said, Rahul, what is your intention? So I told him, I said, boss, we want to make the finest resort lifestyle here. He said, okay, what do you want? I said, boss, you give me something and then I will tell you what I want.
Okay.
So within 10 days, they showed us some design. It was a beautiful design. My first question to him was, how many units are sea facing? He said 48%. I said, no way. Come on. I said, I have the most beautiful project there with 1,000 feet beach. So I asked him, I said, will you go with your wife to a hotel and stay in a non-sea-facing unit?
Yeah.
He said, but it's not possible, to have everything. And touchwood, we have a good architect team inside. We, along with Nikin Seki, work day in, day out. And today, I'm happy to tell you that I don't feel that any other project except Sora Beach Residences has all the units sea-facing.
Wow. Beachfront facing, I guess.
Beach, sea, and
whatever.
wind.
Yes.
So I said, even when we are in my sales team, I said, in your offer letters, there's nothing like partial sea view, back view, wind view. No. Everything is fully sea view. So we've tried to achieve the best, and now our aim is only one thing, to start the work So we are planning to start the construction in September.
Very good.
We've just started the sales last week.
Amazing.
And hopefully everything is going good. And we want to make this the fastest thing. And I've also made my retirement, villa there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so after 10 years, I want to go.
Okay.
So what we did was we made almost 660 apartments with more than 50 amenities.
50 amenities.
More than 50 amenities.
Wow.
I can make you count. We've got one finest beach clubs made there, right on the beach, with the infinity pool. We have 2 F&B restaurants, and on the 14th level of this building, we have an infinity pool with a sky bar, fully facing the wind. So that, once that is made, I can only visualize. And this is the vision. And the vision, I used to, in the night also, I used to get up and say, how about changing this? And now we have the arch. If you see, when you're driving down, we have the lobby arch that goes up to the 8th floor.
Wow.
So, when somebody's passing by, he will see like a massive, massive structure full of glass. Secondly, the arch is up to the 8th floor, but our lobby atrium is one of the tallest atriums in GCC. It goes up to the 14th floor. It's 138 feet.
Really?
We also
the lobby,
the atrium, the height of the lobby. It goes up to the 14th floor.
Wow.
138 feet. So this is something which we wanted to create. So when we were talking to Nitin Seki, he said, "Boss, your costing is going to come soon." I said, "I don't bother." I said, "I want to make something which people will not realize today, but once it is made, they will know what a project we are trying to make." So this was the vision, and hopefully let's hope by September 1st week, we start the work. And I hope Sora, everybody likes Sora Beach Residences.
So tell me, Rahul, thank you so much for the introduction of Sora Beach Residences. How did you come up with the name, or how was the name chosen? Sora. That's a very unique name.
So that's a very interesting question, So as you know that we have this Japanese architect, so I wanted to give him the credit, and it's like a gift. So I told him one day, I said, "Boss, I need to have a Japanese name for this." So, we brushed our minds, 3, 4 names, this, that. One day he tells me, "I have got the biggest, best name." So I said, "What is it?" He said, "Let's keep it Nami." So I said, "Boss, what is Nami?" He said, "Wave." I said, No, bro. Nami means the short form of tsunami. No, I don't want tsunami on my project. So we laughed the shit out in that time. I said, I wanted to have a very simple name. So I said, let's have a very simple name. It's very easy to pronounce and very soft name. So then, he suggested me, let's keep it Sky. So when we said Sky, so it means Sora. So that's why the name came. Sora Beach Residences means Sky Beach Residences.
So Sora in Japanese is...
It's called Sky.
Sorry, Sora in English is Sky.
Okay. So very that's nice. The way. And then we decided on Sora, and this is the way the name came.
Amazing. Very good. So we can see the project actually behind here in the design. Of course, you were talking about the lobby, the way all of the units are sea-facing, beach-facing.
Right.
So, Rahul, for the investors, let's say out there, what would be the difference between a sea-facing unit and, let's say, a back-facing unit in terms of the demand or the pricing, or because people want to see the value in that?
If you see our project over here, so this is, I call it the deblu, because from the roadside, if you see, it's a deblu. In our thing, we have 663 units, which are all sea view. We do not have anything on the roadside view. So we had a single corridor. Where obviously, when you make a single corridor, you waste a lot of FSI. But I was not bothered. I said, I want to give the same view to everybody. The wind view, the sea view. So 663 units in this. We have 10 sky villas on the 17th and 18th floor. We have 20 podium villas and 9 beach villas. And these are all with pools. So if you see the deblu, so this portion are called the wings.
Okay.
So these are the 3 and 4 bedrooms which have pools. But these are not like small pools. So these are minimum like 5 meter by 4 meter pools.
Amazing, that's huge.
Yeah, and if you see this arch, this is what the arch I'm talking about. So this opens up to the 8th floor.
Wow.
So if you're driving, out, so you'll see that it's a massive structure where there's going to be lightings falling from the 138, the 14th floor, right up to the 8th floor.
Wow.
So, distance-wise also, like, how we see the Royal Atlantis, this project will be seen just because of the light effect.
Amazing.
Above the 8th floor, if you see, till the 14th floor, we have those big pools. We are calling that the presidential suites.
Okay.
Because these pools are almost 13 meters to 15 meters in breadth.
Wow.
So these are like, you will feel that actual pool in your house.
Yes, yes, yes.
And on the 14th floor, if you see those lights,
Yes.
that is the infinity pool along with the sky bar.
Amazing.
So
Okay.
at the back side also, as I told you,
Yeah.
because there are no apartments,
Yeah.
it gives you a 360-degree view of the whole island.
Wow.
And above that, we have on the 17th and 18th floor, 10 sky villas, which start from 5,500 square feet up to 14,000.
Wow. Great.
So we know the future of, Marjan. So
Yes.
what we are doing is we are not selling the sky villas, beach villas, because I know the amount of demand which is going to come in Marjan.
Yes.
So that's the way.
Great. So we know why you chose the location, Marjan Island. Can you give us more insight on what Ras Al Khaimah, as an emirate, is doing to promote this, to help with the development of this island?
So, I am very thankful to the CEO of Marjan Island, Mr. Abdullah Abduli. He's always been a mentor. I've known him for a long time. So he was the one who actually told me, that, boss, this is the thing coming. You should come here and develop, because we are developers. So we are pure developers, so we know what it's going to be. So when I took this plot, it was very funny. So when I took this plot last year in July, so, the amount of, it's such a huge development. So everybody used to ask me, boss, what are you trying to do? Why Ras Al Khaimah? But, I'm an economic student. So I just know one thing, supply and demand.
Right.
So my question was only one thing to myself, am I going wrong? See, the best part about the Marjan Island is it has 12,000 apartments coming.
Okay.
Out of 12,000 apartments, 3,000 are already made, which are already existing there. So the rest is only 9,000. Now, anybody can tell you that 9,000 apartments. So a friend asked me a very good question. He said, Rahul, what do you intend? I said, boss, we don't need to go to Russia, China and everything. I'm from a country, India. And if you see geographically, Dubai and Ras Al Khaimah, this is the best located. Where from Europe it's 5 hours, London 6 hours, even America. From last 2 years, we have been seeing America and Canada, huge investors coming because everybody knows the lifestyle of Dubai. So I said 9,000 apartments. Only India, Pakistan, and Saudi can buy. We don't need to go to Russia and China.
Yeah.
And today, I defer that also. I'm from a city of Mumbai with a population of 30 million. So, just to buy a second home, we guys, Indians, have so much of money that everybody who's come, just for a brand value, they want, an apartment near the casino. So only from a city of Mumbai where 30 million people, they can buy.
Yeah.
So this, if you, deeply think that what Marjan is going to be tomorrow. So I don't need to, discuss further about Marjan because 9,000 units is nothing. See, today, to reach Las Vegas, you almost take 24 hours.
Yeah.
To reach Macau, it takes you 1.5 days because you take a flight to Hong Kong, stay overnight, then in the morning you take a ferry. By the time you're in Macau, your second day is gone.
Yeah.
Here it's so easy, 2.5 hours. And Ras Al Khaimah government is doing so much. The airport, everything is, you're going to see, it's going to be a total drastic change in 26. And what I feel for the investors is, this is the best opportunity because, Marjan you cannot compare to the prices of Dubai because you have to compare the prices of apple to apple.
Yeah.
So I would say that, if the Marjan prices you have to compare it with the Palm Jumeirah. So if the Palm Jumeirah you compare, and apart from there, now it's going to be a different story for Marjan because it's like a gaming resort or a casino, whatever you call it. It's going to be the casino hub.
Yeah.
So that is, what my vision was, and that's why I entered Ras Al Khaimah. And today, it's going to be a 4 billion project. And secondly, I thought, why should I do 10 projects in Dubai? If I sit over one project, and which my dream project, and just, handle this with like a baby, that's more than enough.
Yeah.
So this is why, I thought let's sit over it and make this project as one of the finest.
Amazing. That's, I hope, please have some water. You've been speaking so much.
There you have it.
Yeah, let's have some coffee. You know what really inspires me is that I wanted to obviously get into development myself. And there's a lot of challenges, as I can see. You always tell me, don't do this. It's really difficult. So can you tell me something about development. Maybe people want to know, if you want to get into development, how do you start? How would you start?
So honestly, I'll tell you, people feel, that development is pretty simple, but it's not. So, you have to have a lot of concentration, devotion, and till the time you are not knowledgeable yourself how to do development, I would not recommend anybody to come into development. Like, I'm seeing in Dubai every day, a lot of new developers are coming, just because, the real estate companies say, okay, this is the plot cost, this is the construction cost, and this is the profit. But it's not exactly like that. See, my journey has been from a real estate agent to an investor to now a developer. But I always feel that an investor earns more than a developer.
Okay.
Because he doesn't have any stress. All the stress is on our hand. Late delivery, first of all, to have a good architect, then planning, then to achieve the finest design, then to start the construction. And so I think development is a very good thing, because it's in our blood. So because, we've been doing it from last so many years in India. So that's the way. But at the same time, there's enjoyment. So if you really want to get into development, it is tough, but once you're into it, you'll start loving it. Because your aim is always, to finish the project and, come out with a beautiful finished product, which, it's not that what you felt or what you have desired, but it is when the buyer comes to you and you see in his eyes, the satisfaction of the quality, and that is what you have gained. It's not the question of money. Money, you're going to earn, but it is the delivery and the satisfaction of the customers.
Very good. And what do you think about development in Dubai, Ras Al Khaimah? Like, how easy is it? Is it, as in regulation-wise, rules-wise, or license-wise, is it something that's very difficult, or has the government made it easy?
So I'll tell you, this is a very good question. So for that, the simple answer is, the person who has done development in India, for them, UAE is a boom. Whether you say Dubai or Ras Al Khaimah, I say it's a boom. Because we have a really tough time making projects in India because of the governing laws and everything. But I did my first project in all my projects in Dubai till now, and Dubai, it's been really good. And I feel Ras Al Khaimah is also, the people are so cooperative, the RERA, the municipality, everybody is cooperative because now they want you to develop. See, the developers who wants to just take a plot and not develop, that's a different issue. But if you are actually a developer and if you're actually starting the development, I feel the government of Ras Al Khaimah is doing a wonderful job. And even the RERA department, the head of RERA, Mr. Khalifa, Marjan Island CEO, Mr. Abdullah, I think they all are a perfect team. So I would advise all my other friends who are planning or doing now in Marjan, and I think everybody, they're very cooperative. So I have nothing means I'm loving to develop in Ras Al Khaimah. And this is not the first project. We are looking for other projects now there in Ras Al Khaimah.
Okay.
Like the Rack Central is coming.
Oh, yes.
So that's not on an island, but that is for the middle class, or you feel that because there are so many apartments now. Just imagine that once the whole Marjan Island is there, so this is like the high-end island. But at the same time, when so many hotels, so many resort type things are coming, look at the amount of staff accommodation. This all they need. So that's why they launched Rack Central, where there's a huge demand coming for commercial as well as residential, because this is going to be the next ticket size. So we're also looking for plots now in Rack Central. So let's hope this journey, the first journey was good, and I hope it continues.
It will definitely. I mean, if you, I think because you have a vision of what you want to do with your company, you have the right approach to design and making sure that the construction is on time. And I think that's the perfect way to go about it. Anyways, I had another question regarding, let's say, for investors, right, who are looking to put their money into Dubai or Ras Al Khaimah, right, or UAE as a whole. What would you recommend for somebody who is entering into the market at today's market? Is there something that they can look forward to? Let's say somebody who has, $1 million dirhams to spare. What is something that they can do with that money?
See, I am making projects in Dubai. I'm making project in Ras Al Khaimah. See, Dubai has always been a growing market, but the fastest growing right now, which in the last 12 months, which everybody has seen, that is Ras Al Khaimah. Because as I told you, there's a story coming.
Yeah.
So in the Dubai projects also, all my investors, when they put it on rentals, they're minimum getting 10 to 12%.
Wow.
This is the minimum rentals. And plus, on an appreciation value, if you go to see, people have gone or more than 35% who have bought almost like 14, 15 months back. Because the rates, what was there that time, let's say 1,000 dirham, has now reached almost 1,400, 1,300. These are the rates. But what I can tell you about Ras Al Khaimah is because of the scarcity, the supply and demand, so I am sure that whoever is coming into Ras Al Khaimah is minimum going to make minimum 20 to 24%. This is the minimum rentals what you can afford, because see, nobody's going to be staying there. So whoever is the investor is going to buy, they are all going to be putting on a short rental or Airbnb or something. And looking at the number of apartments, I don't need to say it myself. You can imagine what the Marjan Island is going to be.
Yes.
See, I feel there is going to be a shortage of houses in 26, 27. Once the wind starts, there is going to be a tremendous shortage of everything there. And I'm sure the government is taking care of it. So looking into that, if like, let's say even my friends today, I tell them that, boss, just come here and invest, which I used to tell my friends in India 6-7 years back, but nobody used to come, but now everybody wants to move in Dubai. So if you see the capital appreciation in last 3 years, it's almost 250% what people have got. I bought myself a plot in Dubai Hills in 2019 or something, which was costing 6 million that time in fairways. Today the value is 25 to 30 million.
Wow. Just for the plot?
Only for the plot.
Wow.
So in fairways, if you just go down and see, the original price was 6 million. And now when I'm going to see for myself, I feel, gosh, I could have just kept the plot.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
True.
So I think the capital appreciation, what has happened is tremendous, which we cannot expect. But as I told you, now Ras Al Khaimah has grown in last 1 year. And next 3 years, you will just keep seeing it growing. Because the number of projects, once it gets completed, there is going to be a scarcity. So I think Ras Al Khaimah, effectively, it's not for my project, for everybody's project, will get you a ROI of minimum 20 to 24%.
Very good. Very good. Amazing. So then we have to look at Ras Al Khaimah and we have to look at your project then.
Oh, yeah. It's not mine. Definitely mine, but I think I wish all my friends, who are coming in Marjan, all the best.
Very good.
I think Marjan is going to be a place.
Very good. Very good. And for your project again, I was just remembering something. You're going to have a beach club as well, right? So that's going to be amazing, isn't it?
So, so I told my wife one day, so we want to get a beach club and I want to have a villa just next to it. So I was just joking with her. She said, what do you want to have a villa next to it? So next to the beach club. So I said, boss, what my dream is here, we have one beach club, 2 restaurants and 1 sky bar with an infinity pool.
Okay.
So when I took this project, I knew that I wanted to be something different. So these 4 things, we are not going to be selling it at all. What my thing is, by the 26, when all the projects are complete, to get the best one of the best brands in the world for all these 4 retail things and give it on a long-term revenue sharing. So a lot of people are approaching us now, for the tie-up. But we're just waiting for the right time, We want it to be developed now, so that then I think so that we don't go wrong and get one of the finest brands along with us.
Very good, very good. I'd love to see that beach club. All right. So Rahulji, going back to your project, I hear there's a beach club coming. There's lots of amenities coming. So can we talk a little bit about that as well?
So I think let that be a surprise. But very soon we are going to be tying up with one of the finest brands in the world.
Okay.
And I think very shortly, let that surprise come out.
So that's perfect then. I think if you invest now and then the brand reveal comes out.
Exactly.
Then it's going to jump again.
Exactly.
Right?
So that's what our aim was, that start the sales now and in due course, then tie with any brands.
Very good. Very good. Amazing. I'd love to know what those are and love to see that beach club one day.
You're like family, so you're going to be the first one. And I know you helped me a lot also in the past.
Yeah. Okay. Great. And Rahulji, going back to of course, you're an inspiration for me as well. I look up to you when I see you doing big things like this. Someday I want to get to that level. and for new people that are coming into Dubai as business people, right? Let's say not just for real estate, just for business purposes. Is there anything you can say to them? Any advice you can give to them, young entrepreneurs?
See, I would just say that, Dubai is the best place to stay with family, the luxury, and the security. See, what we look for now, is the place which gives you all these three at one city. So I think Dubai is the best place for security for your children. I have my cousins staying in London, all moving here now. And at different parts of the world, if you see, everybody wants to move in Dubai. But that is why, because, this country gives you the best security, which no other country can give you. So even business-wise, it's ease of business. We as developers, I have never gone to the municipality. Everything is online. So I think what the ruler has created here is a lesson what we all should learn. And I think there's no other city better. I've traveled all over the world, and that's why we decided, this is the finest city to stay, where it's ease of business for any type of industry, whether it's real estate, trading, imports, everything. And the law is equivalent for everybody. So there's no partiality, nothing. So I would advise all my friends, that Dubai is the best place where you can actually plan to settle if you're young, or even if you're retired. So that's what the thing is.
Amazing. I think we'll see a lot of senior citizens coming to Dubai, right?
For sure, yeah. So I think, previously what I remember, Indian mentalities, they are very orthodox, they don't want to shift. But I'm seeing my friends' parents now, they all don't want to stay there, they want to move here. Because, you have so many open areas, green areas, for all the older generation to come and, after they get retired, they want peace. So I think everybody will start moving.
Amazing. So we can see Dubai growing in front of us. I mean,
yeah.
And we can tell because of the traffic.
Sure.
It's insane.
I think, after 4, you cannot even just plan to go.
No.
So I joke with my friends, I said, no, boss, we have become locals, because we stay here, we have shifted here. So I said, to get the tourist in, now we'll have to move out, especially in the winter time, so that the tourists can enjoy the city. Yeah. And we can go for a holiday somewhere.
Yes. Speaking of holidays, you're going for a big holiday now, right?
Yeah.
So where are you traveling? Just let us know.
So I'm just traveling to US to drop my son. So he's just going to LA to study.
Amazing. Okay.
Yeah. So, and we've not taken a break from the time Sora has come the last 12 months. It's been a hard journey. So I said, I think I need a break, for 2 weeks. So I'll drop my son, and then we are driving around US. Okay. And hopefully we'll be back, next 2 weeks back to start work on Sora Beach Residences.
Very good. And I hear you're going to be launching very soon as well?
So what we did was, we did a small pre-launch, and we started the sales last week. And that's what everything is going fine. And now my aim is, that I know selling, we will sell out. So now my aim is only one thing: start the construction. Okay. So as soon as I'm back in August and from US, our aim is anyhow by 15th of September, we should start the groundbreaking and start construction on site.
Amazing. So where can people find out more information about Sora, do you think? So,
they can go on my website, www.aarkdevelopers.com. And I think for all my Dubai projects as well as Sora projects, everything, all the information is available there. So I think that's the one way.
Amazing. And we'll add that link in the description below.
Sure.
Okay. So it was a pleasure having you here today.
Same here, Jai. Always a pleasure. You are like a younger brother to me. And it's always a pleasure talking to you. But personally, sitting with you, for a long time, it's been so formal, but always.
Amazing. It was an amazing talk and conversation, and we learned a lot about you. I learned some new things. You gave us a few words of wisdom as well. So all in all, it's been a great time. Guys, Rahul is building an amazing project in Ras Al Khaimah. I think it's a beast that you picked up.
Oh, yeah.
but you will no doubt deliver on time, make sure that the quality is amazing. And like you said, the vision is there. All you have to do is create it and deliver it. So that will definitely happen. And thank you all so much for watching. We hope to see you again. And good luck to you, Rahul, for your project.
Thank you for all your support and support from everybody of you for all of us to make Sora Beach Residences one of the finest projects in Marjan.
Yes, of course you will.
That's what your blessing and your wishes we need.
Yes, no doubt. Thank you, sir.
Thank you
so much. Okay.